So, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 8:50. Just prior to when the beer starts flowing down at the Quick Trip. So, I thought we'd talk a little bit about the consequence-free life. I did a whole damn video on this a long time ago. Now, we need to state a couple of facts to get us in the mood. Number one fact, 60% of college students in the United States are chicks. Yeah. It's going up to, I don't know, I think I heard in 2050 it'll be 70%, 75%. So we got a lot of girls in college, right? Now, what are these girls taking? Well, mostly nonsense. I'm sorry. What did you say? I'll pull the charts up here after a bit. They're taking humanities, underwater basket weaving, lesbian dance studies, that kind of bullshit. Basically, it's party time. It's time to get away from home and get laid and drink. Batman is here. Muhammad, hello. Jerry C. is in the building. Easter Sunday. Buenos dias. Hey, hola. They're taking nonsense for the most part. Not all, obviously. But I think you could classify about 70%. This is just garbage. Stupid. Medieval art history. I'm sure that's quite interesting. Yes. And the pay is minimum wage. See. And so Uncle Joe Biden, working Joe, Mr. Lunchbox, Scranton, Pennsylvania Joe, grew up in a coal mine or whatever the hell kind of bullshit. What he wants to do now is to take money from the hardworking men and women in this country, working class Janes and Joes, and give it to these stupid children who apparently have never met a guidance counselor or didn't understand that you got to pay a loan back. It's not free money. Oh, what? It should be. So you and me in the United States, we're going to cook up another involuntary giveaway to a bunch of chicks and men too, but mostly chicks are in college, at a cost of almost $1 trillion over 10 years. Let that sink in for a minute, right? That is 1 followed by 12 zeros. $1 trillion. That's a million people. Just going to hand it out. I mean, why not? Why do you hate women? Excuse me. Why do you hate women, you incel? Well, I don't, but if it makes you feel better, you can think whatever you want. Now, I heard the number 600 billion, but I also read in the Wall Street Journal, I think it was, it's actually going to be closer to $1 trillion after you put in all the, extra expenses and shit. That's a lot of fucking change, ain't it? We're just going to hand it out like candy. Why? Consequence-free lifestyle. Can't have people be accountable for their own shit. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make everyone else pay for your stupidity. Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? Yes, indeed. Let's hear what this person has to say.
Economic advisor to President Obama, Jason Furman, criticizing President Biden's student loan debt forgiveness in a lengthy tweet this week. Furman said pouring roughly $500 billion of gasoline on the inflationary fire that's already burning is reckless.
Yeah, that's a good thing to bring up. The more demand you have for something, and the supply is somewhat limited, the price goes up. Yeah. So these little brats who took underwater lesbian basket weaving studies are going to get a big chunk of money. What do you suppose they're going to do with it? Any idea? They're going to spend it. They're going to buy stupid shit, aren't they? Going to drive inflation up potentially. But let's not talk about that.
Doing it well.
Let's not talk about, however, either, because you're a hater hamster, you're a Nazi. Let's not talk about the fact that Joe Biden, the president of the United States, does not have the authority to do this. Now, you might think it's a great idea. You might think, well, come on, you evil bastard. Somebody gave you some help at some point in your life. Probably, yeah. Primo Living BC. Joe Biden does not have the authority. Now, if the Congress, who is the House of Representatives, has the purse strings, if they were to decide it's a good idea to do this, they could do that. They could pass a law, pass a bill, run it through the Senate, and then President Biden can do his constitutional duty by either signing the bill into law or vetoing it. Now, it wouldn't make this shit sandwich taste a whole lot better, but it would at least be under the rules. No. Nope. Let's just hand out money.
Going well beyond one campaign
Vote buying at its finest.
promise, 10,000 of student loan relief, and breaking another, all proposals paid for, is even worse.
Yeah. So, Lunchbox Jane works at a factory or does a whatever. They're going to take some of her money in taxes. Where do you think it's coming from? Well, it really isn't. Won't be tax. It'll be taxes on the future because we have to borrow the money from China or print it one way or the other. But eventually, someone's going to have to pay down the road, today, later, sometime. Now, one could make, I suppose, you could have the discussions like, well, okay, if these kids with their degrees in shit, at some point in their lives, they're going to be paying taxes. And so we'll pay them, we'll give them a little break now, but then we're going to get that later in taxes or whatever. But nobody's making that argument. It's like, no, here's free stuff. Vote for me in November. Not real hard to see through this one. It's kind of right out there in the open, isn't it?
Jason Furman joins us this morning. He's currently a professor at the Harvard's Kennedy School of Government. Also with us, of course, our own Steve Leisman. And Jason,
Hello.
I was following you on Twitter, like I always do, saw this, and that was just the first point in a long list of complaints you kind of laid out about this.
Mm-hmm.
And I know initially you were in favor and kind of excited about the idea and the prospect of this. What went wrong? What happened?
Yes.
Oh, no, but I've been critical of student loan debt relief for the last 2 years.
Oh,
But
good.
the plan came in,
Good.
frankly, much worse than I expected.
Yeah, he was probably in favor of it, except Donald Trump was president. So, yeah, we wouldn't want him to get credit or buy votes that way, would we? Nope.
It was supposed to be about $250 billion. I
Oh,
thought that was a bad
okay.
idea.
All right.
I expressed that. Instead, it's probably about $500 billion. And at this point in our economy, we really don't need to be adding $500 billion of deficit spending.
Fuck it. I'll just print money. It's no problem. What's that, inflation? It's not really what you think it is.
For a purpose that, frankly,
Recession? No, you have the definition wrong, don't you?
includes wealthy law students and business school graduates getting tens of thousands of dollars.
No, I mean, you could maybe, if you try to spin this a little bit, you could say something like, okay, maybe, I don't know, if you're making under $25,000 a year, still don't like the idea, but at least you could say, right? No. We're going to forgive loans for just about everybody. Isn't that nice? Don't you love the way these people spend our money or our grandkids' money? Most likely.
Yeah, I think that's part of the kind of big confusion that's out there on this. Who's getting the money? How does it break down?
Yeah. They shouldn't get anything. That's the consequence of making poor decisions in life. And see, we can't allow that to happen to our women. Of course, men will be involved as well. But again, it's a 60-40 split. It's mostly women. This is a by the vote thing. As if these chicks are not going to vote for Biden anyway, right? Or whoever in the fall, a couple of months from now. Yeah. Vote buying people using taxpayer money. That should be illegal. It is.
Brian Sullivan earlier this morning was breaking down some of the pieces in it. And I think to a large extent, there are going to be millions and millions of people that this wipes out all of their debt entirely.
Yeah, the average student loan debt in the United States, I think it's $31,000. That's a chunk, isn't it? Did someone hold a gun to their heads and made them take? No. They did that all on their own. Remember, these are 18-year-old people, right? They're making decisions. They're legal adults. And now they're whining about it. They made the choice, and now they don't want to pay it back. Now, but these colleges are taking advantage of kids. Fuck that bullshit. You don't have to go. But you have to get a decent job. Well, okay, then. Take a decent major. Not French medieval art. Got it?
There's a very small portion of people, maybe 7% of the people who have loans at all, student debt loans at all, that have more than $100,000. And that's really what's
$100,000. Could you even imagine? You borrow $100,000 to get a bachelor's degree. What the fuck?
Excuse the numbers here.
Yeah, look, the income limit here is $250,000.
$250,000. So let's do some quick math. We'll make the numbers easy. Say you owe $100,000. 10 years, $10,000 a year. That's about what? $700-800 a month. You're making $250,000 a year. Now, I know that's for a couple, but we'll make the numbers. Just say it's $240, right? What is that? $240 is $20,000 a month. $20,000 per month. After you take taxes out, you're going to get what? 15, maybe something on that order. $800 out of $15,000 a month.
For a married couple, if you're 25 years old, you're married already, you're making less than $250,000, you're probably making enough money that you can pay off your student loans.
Exactly, Mr. Furman. You're pulling in, say, $15,000 a month between you, your married couple, $15,000 a month. Paying $1,000 of that to the student loan. I think you can afford it. I think so.
And to be clear, our college financing system is broken. It has a lot of problems.
It's screwed.
But doing this type of step is just a way of encouraging more reliance on debt in the future.
Yeah. Whatever happened to the days where you could work your way through? Well, Hamster, you're old. You can't do that anymore. Really? I did. And that was only 20 years ago. Somehow I managed. But you had student loans, didn't you? Yes, minimum. I paid it off. But now, involuntarily, the government's going to borrow money and hand it to people for free. Because reasons.
Increasing the likelihood that we end up back in further problems.
You saw I retweeted right away what you said Jason. I don't know whether we follow each other. And
I
talk
did see
to-
that, Joe. There were about 1,000 people that retweeted it. 999 of them were death threats, but then there was you.
Yeah, of course, because we should have a consequence-free life. Do whatever you want, and someone else will be held accountable for your choices. I was just having a discussion with somebody on some news, I don't know, some video I commented on. He's like, talking about the time off, paid time off for motherhood, right? Or parenthood. It's like, I'm sorry. Why should I have to pay for your choices in life? Just curious. Why do you think that should be a thing? Oh, but what about poor people? Well, maybe if they're poor, they shouldn't be having kids. Maybe they ought to get their shit straight first and then think about having children. Oh, but what about
Being nice to me, Joe. Sorry.
but in my range have a child? Yeah, it is. Sure, have all the babies you want. But don't ask me to pay for it. See.
I was being very nice, and I you know, and Larry Summers speaks his mind as well. Here's just philosophically what I was trying to figure out, Jason, was is this a bridge too far for you, or in terms of the spending and worrying about inflation?
I think that's what he said. Yes, sir.
Or did you think Did you think the Inflation Reduction Act, the CHIPS Act?
The Inflation Reduction Act. Well, we're going to tackle inflation by spending more government money. That equation doesn't really work out all that well, does it? Nope.
Back any of the trillions that we've already seen spent in the last couple of years. Some of that you were for, I guess, because you thought it was paid for, I guess. But then again, you know, there's no.
This guy's not. He's on TV. Jesus.
Free lunches. If corporations are paying for it, that's not necessarily a great thing. The money could have gone somewhere else. So
corporations don't pay taxes. Ask anyone with even a little knowledge. Corporations do not pay. The customer pays through higher cost. So corporations don't pay taxes. Oh, what do you mean? What is evil Bill Gates and all these people? They don't pay taxes, you stupid fuck. They charge us more for their shit, and we pay the tax.
How did you draw the line at, okay, now I don't like all this profligate spending on this one versus the others?
Look, American Rescue Plan, it was too large. I said that at the time. I said it less clearly than I should have. If I had to do it over again, I'd be clearer next time. The Inflation Reduction Act is deficit reduction. It's going to help us in the fight against inflation.
Bullshit. Bullshit, Mr. Furman. What are you talking about?
It's going to make the Fed's job easier, and the money is going for something I think is useful: climate change and
okay.
Healthcare.
We have to tell everyone that we just switched to Verizon's new Welcome Unlimited plan
Great.
for just $30.
Hey, I got this email the other day from Verizon. It's like, hey, hamster, you're over 55, you old fuck. We're going to give you a deal on 5G unlimited. It's like, oh, that's nice. But then I'd have to get a 5G phone then, wouldn't I? Yes.
I've already told everyone.
Yes, I would.
$30? That's awesome.
Why don't they give me unlimited 4G LTE? I'm old. Give me something free.
Best unlimited price ever.
For $30 a
There's nothing fucking free.
I'm switching now.
The network you want, the price you love,
Yeah,
only
right.
from Verizon.
Great. Thank you. Oh, that was it. All right. Well, that's the end of that. Ghost Bill says, no wonder we're screwed. These people have no clue. No, they don't. Oh, wait.
Immediately provide
there's more.
$10,000 in debt relief as stimulus right
Wait. There's more.
now. The legislation passed by the Democratic House calls for immediate $10,000 forgiveness of student loan. It should be done immediately. I am considering dealing with some debt reduction. I am not considering $50,000 debt reduction, but I'm in the process of taking a hard look at whether or not there will be additional debt forgiveness.
Why don't you let Congress do that, Mr. Biden? Rehoboth Beach, Delaware.
Close to making a decision on student debt.
Yes. President Biden expected to keep his word on canceling student debt, so get ready to subsidize someone's useless liberal arts degree.
Bingo. Bingo.
He's set to announce a major decision to erase $10,000 of student loans for earners making less than $125,000 per year.
I mean, you get this weirdness, and I distinctly remember the Generation X people that would have been born in like what, 1970, somewhere in there, 75. They expected to come out of college with their degree. Boom. They have the house, they have the car, they have the boat, and all that shit. It doesn't work that way for most people. Sorry. Most people don't get out of college and make $100,000. Some degrees do, sure. If you're a computer programmer, those evil STEM, you just hate women. No, just learn how to code. Didn't Joe Biden say something like that at some point? The West Virginia coal miners, generations of men and women who worked in coal mines, did all that kind of work. We're gonna shut coal down. Just learn how to code. I think that was Joe Biden.
It's a move that won't actually erase debt, but instead transfer the burden to you.
That's right. That is correct.
The taxpayer. Even some libs think it's a bad idea. As
That's hard to believe.
Obama's Treasury Secretary Larry Summers points out, quote, student loan debt relief is spending that raises demand and increases inflation. It consumes resources that could be better used helping those who did not, for whatever reason, have the chance to attend college. It will also tend to be inflationary by raising tuitions.
All right, Mr. Summers, you got something right. Good. Good on you. Appreciate that. See, now, I think maybe I'm misunderstanding this whole thing, but I don't believe the government actually lends people money. They guarantee the loan, right? You go and you get a college loan, or what is it called? FAFSA, free application for student aid or something like that. Some bank somewhere gives you the money, and the government guarantees that. And so this money, this is not like we're just going to change the spreadsheet, knock that 10 grand off. They're going to have to pay someone. They're going to have to print the money or borrow it from China and send out checks to the people who hold these loans.
Biden's White House spin team trying to downplay that narrative.
Here's another
This
ad.
powerful $99 drone is now available in the U.S.
Look at
This
that.
is an extremely high-tech.
Holy fucking shit. Did you see that? It had a water cannon on it. Oh my God.
$5,000 drone. It was developed so that Navy SEALs could do stealth missions, detect enemy positions, and gather footage from up to 2 miles away without
That's cool. That's cool.
ever being seen by the enemy.
But see, the drone you're going to get doesn't have infrared, heat, cameras, nothing like that. Doesn't have a hose hooked to it to put fires out.
It uses some of the most advanced military technology in the world.
Yeah.
This technology allows
You mean the military technology that's 10 to 15 years behind the consumer technology? That one?
you to take spectacular, breathtaking photos and videos,
Great.
crystal clear and steadier than ever.
I don't know. That doesn't look very crystal clear to me.
What's interesting about this drone is that until a few weeks ago, it was unavailable to the public because only one company owned the patent for the technology. They were
okay.
only selling it to the military,
Look at that. It's got like a thing on it.
who could afford their
Look at
expensive
that.
price of $5,000 per drone.
Oh, it's
But on
dropping
December
bombs.
15, 2021, the patent expired, allowing new
Oh my
companies to
God.
enter the marketplace and start selling these super powerful drones to the public.
Yeah, super powerful. It even drops bombs and shit.
Most companies are still
Wow.
charging up to $5,000 for these high-tech drones because they know they can get away with it.
This is far more entertaining, actually, than listening to Fox News.
The drone company founded by two former Navy SEALs gained access to this patent and are producing them at a price that's actually affordable for every.
Gained access to the patent.
everyday Americans.
Great.
They called it the Sky Quad. Because it was built by former Navy SEALs, it's packed with cutting-edge technology like the Follow
You
Me feature
betcha.
that lets you take amazing videos of yourself without using the controller.
Wow.
Its advanced GPS functionality means it can
GPS.
track your location
Yeah.
within 3,000
Fucking A. Where do I buy one of these?
feet and return to you quickly when experiencing a weak signal or when the battery is low. The collision detection function prevents
Oh.
any accidental damage or crashes,
Oh.
making this drone the toughest quadcopter
Wow.
ever produced. It's been really popular with the hiking and outdoor
okay.
adventure crowd, which makes sense because this kind of device is perfect for taking on a hike up in the
Where's the optional bombing apparatus?
mountains. Thanks to the gimbal stabilizer, the
Oh,
camera can tilt
the gimbal stable. Oh my god. It's got the gimbal and everything. Holy shit.
in any direction to get the perfect shot. We've gotten tons of messages from people who like to use it to take
Look at that.
beautiful
It's a
pictures
UFO
and
up there.
videos on
There it is.
weekend trips and others who just love to fly it in their backyard.
Cool.
The Sky Quad is also perfect
Sky
for your
Quad.
next vacation, to capture stunning landscapes, explore the area, and immerse yourself in nature in the most unique way. John from Michigan went on a hiking trip with his girlfriend, and they had an epic trip.
You see that? Just fell right into his hand there. That's beautiful. Well, I'm sure that's the way it really works too, doesn't it?
The best part about the whole trip was that he
Mhm.
could capture precious moments with his new Sky Quad drone. What's
Yeah.
really cool about these Sky Quad drones is
Uh-huh.
that they have built-in altitude sensors,
No
which allows
way.
you to remain stable while you hover to shoot
No way. Wow.
extremely smooth footage. Sky Quad drone has a lot of cool
Mm-hmm.
features such as autopilot and 360 loops to make your video stand out.
360 loops. Shit. My Sky drone only has 359.
This drone is so sturdy you can even take it for a flight when there's level 6 wind outside.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy when you think about it. So
It
anyway,
is,
let's
yeah.
talk about the price.
Let's,
These drones
yes.
literally used to be sold for $5,000 for
$5,000. Don't worry though. Joe Biden's going to give everyone one for free.
just a single drone. But thanks to this new American company,
Uh-huh.
the price of this drone is only $198. And if
Only 100 and what a bargain. What a deal. Does it have rechargeable stuff? Does it have a Tesla battery
you
in
click
it
the
or
button
something?
below right now, Sky Quad is offering
No, you see, Sky Quad has this thing where it's got regenerative battery thingy McDoodle things. So when the little helicopter thingy spin, it recharges the battery. See, it's almost infinitely energetic. Yeah, okay.
a one-time only 50% discount for first-time buyers. So you
So I can get mine for $99.
can get one of these military-grade drones for the super low price of $99.
Fucking A. Where the hell is my credit card? Damn it. I can't wait.
Sky Quad drone comes with a
I mean, imagine if the guys up in BC, Fast Dak and Chris Mitchell and Easy, had one of these things. Can you imagine the footage we could get back? Could you imagine what we could be seeing right now? It'd be great.
100% money-back guarantee. So if you aren't satisfied for any reason at all, we'll give you a full refund. No
Why does it have the flashing lights? Because that that just wastes energy. Yeah.
questions asked. If you want to get this
Oh, shut up. What are you, an engineer or something? Yeah, well, maybe.
$5,000 foldable drone for a tiny fraction of the real price,
I don't see the bomb attachment, though. I'm kind of curious. Where can I get that?
click the button below right now
Oh, that's extra, is it? Okay.
and get your own Sky Quad drone with 50% off.
All right, then. Sky Quad drone people. Go buy one.
There's been a lot of commentary
That's actually
raised
fun.
about potential inflationary effects of debt cancellation. I think what you really have to do when you're measuring this out is look at debt cancellation, but also look at debt restart. That is the end of the pause, restarting payments. Both of those have to be factored in when you're trying to understand the fiscal impact on overall inflation.
But Biden's plan isn't good enough for the far left.
Of course not. Of course not.
Squad member Cori Bush sounding off. Student
This is my representative from St. Louis.
debt is nearly $2 trillion crisis. POTUS must hashtag cancel student debt. All of it.
Cancel. In other words, just change the decimal point on that spreadsheet.
But everybody should be seeing this for what it is, a bribe.
No
Young
shit.
voters have soured on Biden's presidency. A pathetic 21% of 18.
21%. Fuck. But it's not good news. It's because he isn't radical enough for them.
To 30-year-olds, give them a stamp of approval. So is this just a quick way for Joe to win them back? Dana, I mean,
yes, it is.
You take out a loan, and if you vote for a Democrat, you might get that loan paid back.
Now, Dana Perino, she is a very small woman. She's like 5 foot, 5'1". Because I remember there was this picture of her standing up in, I think it was in Iraq. This was years ago. And there were these Marines on their knees, taller than this woman. She's just a tiny little thing. Go ahead.
It is. We knew that this was coming because the president kept kicking the can down the road. Even he has said, this is just for politics.
No way, Dana. No, stop. Politicians don't play politics. Stop it.
Everybody is saying this is a bad idea, except for the people who are saying, no, really, come with us. Come over to the farther left side, and that will make a big deal.
What do you what is this leading to? Because nothing is done here without something bigger happening. What's the deal? Free college? Taxpayer subsidized college? Now, I wonder, Lunchbox Larry over here, or Lunchbox Laura, went to a tech school and got a 2-year degree in plumbing or electricity or mechanics. Something. Are they going to get this as well, or is it just the 4-year degrees? Curious about that.
We'll make a big deal out of it. They're basically writing off the middle class and the blue collar workers.
Yeah.
Completely writing them off. 47% of Americans have a 4-year degree.
Oh.
Only 13% have graduate degrees, but 50% of the student loan debt is held by people that have graduate degrees.
Yes. As Aaron Clary, he did a video, this was years ago, about some chick that borrowed $250,000 to get a graduate degree in some worthless shit. $250,000.
So what happens to the guy who took out a loan to get, an F-150 so that he could take his tools around?
Sure.
That debt's never going to be canceled. And it doesn't get canceled. It just gets transferred to somebody else, they're transferring the debt to the guy with the F-150. It's also inflationary. Why are we making a move that would increase inflation?
Why are we doing anything to give people free shit? Whether it's student loans, whether it's child care, whether it's this or that or X, Y, and Z. Why are we handing out money to people? Well, I mean, I obviously know why.
Why does that make any sense? It's also
because they need to buy votes. You know why that is, Dana? Dear, if I can call you Dana. Remember that whole Smith Morrison thing? The Dobbs decision? That just didn't hold any water. Let's see. Most people in this country are not pissed. They think it's probably their right to be able to vote on this thing in their own freaking state. So that ship just sunk. There's nothing to it. So we got to do something else to get especially the females fired up. And so this is probably a pretty good way to do it. Hey, baby. I know you took extreme medieval poetry. Well, you too should get a God.
Something that Congress should do. So this is an illegal
Extreme
move.
medieval poetry might be fun. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
It is unethical.
Uh-huh.
It is immoral.
Yes.
And they're not going to get the political payoff that they're looking for. They're not going to get the PR spin. They're just going to go through all the policy pain, and they're not going to satisfy the left, and they're not going to satisfy anybody on the right.
And you're probably right about that. So, Tyrus, if you got a graduate degree in philosophy and you're making $124,000 a year,
doing your research.
That's right.
Well played.
That's right.
You're going to get some money paid off.
Socrates has said on several occasions, if it floats like a duck, then it's probably a duck.
It's a fucking duck. That's right.
I'm excited the fact that at least he's smartening up a little bit. I wish he had the backbone he did 20 years ago or even 10 years ago where he could actually say, hey, this was a bad idea. We said it. We're not going to do it. So at first it was all. Then it was 50. Now it's 10. So I figured by the end of next week, it'll be like $17.30. So
yeah. What was my check that I got from President Trump during the $4.37?
He's just going to keep getting lower and lower and lower.
What are you going to do?
Then he'll say, look what I did, guys. I got you guys.
I never cashed it, by the way. I still have it somewhere. I got my Trump check. Oh, yeah, baby. Donald Trump. He's the greatest. He's the GOAT.
15 cents back on your student.
I didn't want it. I didn't cash it. Said to my mother, hey, if I get this check, I'm going to give it to you. Split it up between you and my daughter. Well, I don't know, $4.37. Is it worth even bothering?
Because $10,000 on a student loan isn't anything anyways. So that's barely going to cover the late fees because most of them haven't paid it. And the fact that it's going to the 60% of the earners, so that the little guy, once again, is being
gets fucked. Yes. Here's what I would do. I understand this is an issue, and it's still going to cost a bunch of money. But I would just knock the interest rate down to 0. Okay, interest-free people. Now pay off your shit. I might agree to that. At least during the hard times, during the goof and all that happy shit. All right, let's see what you guys have to say. Primo Living, British Columbia. Zero respect or appreciation for the guys who run the they don't care. We don't exist. Sir, we do not exist. Electricity just comes out of the wall. Groceries just are at the grocery store. There's not men like Hammerhand who drive the trucks full of shit to deliver this stuff. No. We don't count. We do not exist. Aldwick says, Tyrus is a cool dude. Yeah, I've seen him before. I don't. Should I admit this? Yeah, I can do that, right? I don't watch television. I have no idea what's going on Fox or any of these other. I don't watch TV. I just don't do it. Now, I understand it's football season, so I might have to turn on the television, watch a game once in a while, but I don't even get into the football, American football, not the football they have over in Scotland, until it gets cold. I can't get in the mood, right? I mean, baseball is when it's supposed to be played when it's hot, not football, but that's me. Adam Phillips, hello. Good to see you. RP Pope, aren't we all philosophy majors? Just give us all $125,000. Yeah, why not? Jerry C, where'd you go? Oh, where are you? $125,000 salary to a philosophy major for what? To have deep thoughts about unemployment. Yeah, well, they make a hell of a good coffee, though. You betcha. Reno Vascio. Hello. I remember when HuffPo or Vice did a video in support of canceling debt. They interviewed a woman who said she spent her loan buying a new Mercedes, a MacBook, a car in Hollywood. Of course. Of course they do. Give me all the student loans I can get so I can go on trips and shit. I'm a grumpy old man. Hello. Hello from the land of Oz. Down under. Mate. Jerry C. Roe versus Wade did not work. Exactly. Nobody gives a shit about Roe versus Wade. I mean, I've looked at the videos. I've looked at news. Nobody cares. Even women are saying, oh, fucking just take care of your shit. What are you getting all wigged out about? When in fact, this is a return to democracy. People getting to vote on what they want to have legal in their own freaking state. Yeah. Mr. Hemi 4-Speed, hello. Yep, he's a Dutch. He loves those touches. Let's see, CBDC in December, so I'm told. CBDC. What is that, Mr. Pope? CBDC. CBDC. Chronic buying cool Kush. What do you? You're stupid, hamster. Yeah, I know. I'm an idiot. So who else is here? Easter Sunday is in the building. Hello. Yeah. Latch on to someone. Oh, you're so mean, you. You're so mean. Bridges Don't Fly is here. Hello. Killer drones. Exactly. See, now you're getting the picture, sir. How are things in Texas? What's up? Hopefully you don't have any more snowmen like that. Certainly not this time of the year. It's fucking hot in Texas. I'm going to Florida next weekend, so at least I rented the sports car. So we'll see which one I get. You never know. You know, you could get a Mustang or you could get a Corvette. I guess we'll see. Let's see. Central Bank. Oh, okay. Central Bank digital currency. Oh, okay. Thank you. Really? Is that coming up? Wow. I think I told you the story the other day or yesterday or whatever. I went to the Quick Trip to get some beer and they weren't taking credit cards. So I actually had to pull cash out of my wallet. It's like, cash only, please. I'm like, okay. I just happened to have some extra cash in the wallet. So I paid for the beer. It was fine. Plus, I needed to get some singles and smaller bills because I'm going to pick my sister up in Sanford, which is up the road from the Orlando International Airport. So I have to take 417, and I believe it's a toll road. So you got to give $1 or $2 every once in a while. So Biden already does executive order. Really? All right. I'll have to look into that. Let's see. I'm a grumpy old man. I have a spare room on magnificent Morton Bay. Do I know who this guy is? Are you using a different name? I might know you from a different place, sir. Good to see you if you are that person. If not, it's good to see you. Red pill pipe hitter. Beer time. Yeah, you want a beer, why not? You're a single man. You do what you want with your own life, even if it is having beer for breakfast. Why not? All right. Ghost Shura is here. Hello, Ghost. And Rio Blazezozo. Toke it up, bro. Yes, I'm a grumpy old man. Use several names and trolling leftists. All right, well, good. Good to see you, and I hope everything's all right down in Oz. Down under. All right. I guess we'll wrap this up. Maybe I'll go get some beer. I don't know. We might do something in a bit. Yeah, Rio, blaze it up, bro. Get some chronic kush and get all baked. I will see you guys later. Thank you.